One of the best rivalries in high school sports and really all of sports taking center stage on Marquee Sports Network today. It's the IHSA Playoff Football brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shields. Through it all, Mount Carmel, St. Rita with a trip to Champaign coming up. Next weekend, an opportunity to go to the state title game. Alex Cohen joined here by Hall of Fame coach Jack McInerney. And Coach, it doesn't get much better than this. Playoff football at its finest. What do you got for us today? Can't get much better than this.
Well,
Out to start the second half here on Marquee Sports Network. Trip to Champaign hanging in the balance. And to answer your question, they'll kick it deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. And that was nearly a field goal. Almost went through the uprights.
You know, we talk about competition, how good these teams are in the Catholic League. St. Rita played 6 playoff teams just in the regular season, 9 games. 6 of their 9 opponents were playoff teams. On the other hand, Mount Carmel played 8 out of their 9 teams that they played in the regular season were playoff teams. Talk about competition, they both play against.
You brought up a great point. Mount Carmel last week with the clock rolling in the second half, that might have hurt them. They were up 40-0 at the end of the first half, ended up winning that game 48-12, but to not have to play a competitive second half maybe started the slow start for them in the first half. Now Blaney Dowling will get the first snap of the second half. St. Rita leading 6-0. Dowling to his right, looking, stops, pivots, goes the other way. Blaney Dowling has some space. Blaney Dowling looks to throw. He'll throw it away. That is great pursuit by the St. Rita defense. And stud linebacker Matt Kingsbury laid the hit on Blaney Dowling.
Well, we don't want him to throw where he wants to throw. He wants to throw there. So we force him the other way. Now, this shows you what kind of an athlete he is right here, where he has the wherewithal to back up before he crosses the line of scrimmage and throw the ball downfield before they get another big loss.
A late miscommunication between Blaney Dowling and DeMarion Arrington. Arrington went deep. Dowling threw short. It's now 2nd down and 10 at the 20. Dowling gets the snap. Dowling looks. Dowling finds Furlong. It's a completion. And he stopped right at the 30-yard line. He might be a yard short.
Well, Furlong always seems to find the spot to get open. They try to clear it out with the wide receiver, and he comes in right under the linebacker right there. Kingsbury, you can see Kingsbury came in. Furlong was right in that short spot there.
That is a Julian Edelman type of route.
Yes, it is.
So 1st down and 10. Gain of 10 for Furlong. Snap, here's the give to Manning. Manning, plenty of space, and he's tackled at the 35. And Matt Kingsbury, the solo tackle, but that's 5 yards down the field. Great blocking by the offensive line for Mount Carmel. And Manning with an easy 5 getting to that second level.
He really did, but he came to an abrupt stop right there when he came into Matt Kingsbury at 6'4", 235. He's an all-conference player, a Butkus Award winner, and an all-state player.
2nd down and 4. Give to Manning again. Bounces it outside. Tries to get to the 40. Spins to the 41. But when 235 at full speed hits 170 at full speed, you know who usually wins that battle?
Well, that's usually the case. And he hasn't been able to dance like he occasionally can do with his quickness. And you can't give enough credit to St. Rita. Has just done a great job defensively.
Manning picks up the 1st down at the 41-yard line. Second 1st down of the half. Dowling rolls to his right. Dowling looks, finds Furlong, and that's a gain of 6. So Denny Furlong, actually I take that back, wasn't Denny Furlong, it was Jimmy Dacey with his 3rd catch of the game. Go to the far side of the field.
That was a perfect example of how Dowling can throw on the run when he's unimpeded. Just an excellent effort right there to put the ball right on the money. And what's good about this is there's a term we call yak for Mount Carmel. What it is yards after the catch.
There you go.
And they do a great job with that. They're not kids that dive and end up with a 4-yard gain. They'll catch the ball at 4 yards and turn it into a 14-yard gain.
2nd down and 4. Dowling fires. Catch once again at a 1st down. Now into St. Rita territory, and for the 2nd consecutive play, it's Jimmy Dacey with the reception.
Well, I think what's happening here is Mount Carmel realizes that the corners are playing pretty soft. By that I mean they're probably 5 to 6 yards off the receivers, and they're not coming up. And this is something that Mount Carmel's taking advantage of at this point.
taking 5-6 yards per play, 46-yard line, 4 catches, 36 yards for Jimmy Dacey here today, second on the team in catches and in yards this year. Into St. Rita territory. Blaney Dowling takes the snap. Dowling looks, double move, far side, it's caught! What a catch! It is Damarian Arrington. And the biggest play of the game for Mount Carmel.
It was a double move, just he gives him a little dig inside, and Dowling threw the ball up actually before he even made that move to get open. So he knew exactly what he was going to do and where it was going to go.
How about Damarian Arrington high-pointing that football, gain of 26.
That's the coaching you get at Mount Carmel, and that's the type of coaching you get in the Catholic League. All the little things that make a difference in a big play.
Perfect route, better execution. 1st and 10 on the 22. Dowling looks, fires down the middle. It's caught by Furlong. It's a touchdown for Mount Carmel. What an answer for the Caravans.
And just a nice, that little toss fake to Manning really set up that post route because it cleared the linebacker out and gave him the lane inside. Watch the little fake right there, and then he comes back on this post route right here. Good inside position. Past the linebacker, under the safety. That's a go-to play for Mount Carmel all year long between Dowling and Furlong.
Furlong, his 3rd catch of the drive. That one from 22 yards out. And Mount Carmel an extra point away from taking their first lead of the game. Louis Chiappetto makes 70% of his extra points this year, and that one is good. So Mount Carmel out of halftime storms down the field, 22-yard touchdown from Blaney Dowling to a fellow all-conference receiver in Denny Furlong. We'll take a break. It's playoff football right here on Marquee Sports Network. So now special teams, Connor Talty on for the field goal, and Connor Talty, one of the top prospects in this entire game, going to Alabama.
Not too many kids can say from the Midwest they're going to Alabama.
Kick for Talty, and that is good. Roll Tide. If St. Rita wins this game, Keandre White, the sophomore, has put a major stamp on it. With the coverage on Denny Furlong, he's forced a fumble, and he also has the only interception of the game. 2nd down and 10 at the 2. Snap. Here's the throw, and it's intercepted. Blaney Dowling a couple weeks ago, 130 yards rushing, and the entire rushing attack has been neutralized here for Mount Carmel. Now, Alonzo Manning did have a 22-yard carry on this drive. Got a 1st down reception for Denny Furlong. You tack on 15. Now you have 2nd down and 9 at the 13.
You can see right there Lynch directing traffic, telling people where they're supposed to be.
2nd and 9. Dowling gets the snap. Dowling looks across the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, Denny Furlong. 2nd and 6 at the 39. 5:40 left here in the 4th. 1 possession game. Hilding back to pass. Slant route. They jump it. It's Arrington. Darren Arrington to the house. Touchdown. A 40-yard interception return for Arrington. The team MVP in 2021. He strikes here in 2022.